Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Today I'm here in the town of Leominster, or at least I believe that's how it's pronounced. I'm not quite sure. One thing I am sure about though is that there are plenty of antique shops to go around, hunting down the antique shops, then going inside and looking for, of course, coins. That's what we're after today. So we've got one antique shop over here. I can see another one already up the high street. So let's go, let's explore, and let's find some antique shops, hopefully filled with lovely, exciting coins. Right, back at the studio now. Got a box of all the different things we've bought. I'll begin with the modern stuff quickly that I was tucked in here. So as you've seen, I did a decent, okay-ish job at filming the cabinets that were found and what coins were on offer. Well, some of which are these. Let's begin. I now have to remember the prices. The other ones have got all their price tickets on. This, I believe, was £4, and I think £4 for this is a good deal. This is the Peter Rabbit from 2019. Which is not in circulation. So it's an NIFC Peter Rabbit design, as we see just there. So not in circulation, and for £4 for a change checker NIFC, not a bad deal in my opinion. And that is the first deal. We'll put that up to the corner of the video. We then got these. These were £7 each, I think, which is maybe a little bit. No, I don't think that's too high really. But there we go. We got. I don't know why I chose the specific ones I did, as in that I think they had mostly the full set. Or most of the set, I should say. But I chose, and I have got canoeing because it's usually as a weakly struck design on the circulating ones. So to get it in bunk sort of shows off the design a bit more. Pretty cool. And I chose cycling because why not? Just a cool design again. Not necessarily my favourites or the most valuable ones. Aha, no, they didn't. Of course, they didn't have a full set for £7 each. I would have bought all the football and triathlon ones and so on. They had most of those ones though. Anyway. That's the modern stuff, I think, done. We then got this bag. This is the only one not from that main antique shop that was the reason I actually went there and where I bought everything else apart from this. A little bargain, a 1937 shilling, 1943 florin for £5. Now this one, that actually currently melts at about £6, just under £6. So already, if it was just that for £5, under swap price deal, and essentially a freebie on this shilling. So there we go. So I mean, these will just go in my own personal 50% treasure box, and yes, I purchased and acquired at a good deal. Now then, I'm going to move that out of the way a bit, just about sort of in the frame there, because this is the real goodie bag here. Now I'm going to, well, this is how they put them in the bag. So there's some in capsules, rather flips. Right, that is everything from the bag. Now we have to play the good old fun game of matching prices to coins. So let's start with this. Some of them are in the thingies that have prices on. This is a 500 silver florin. So no, better than that, silver half crown, 1942. So let's try and, here we go. So there we go. This coin cost me £5, and these currently melt at about £7.50 plus, £7.60. So again, nice, good discount under spot price. I imagine they knew that, or rather this has been there for however long. Not even that long. Silver price recently, as of filming, has been absolutely flying. So if the prices aren't changed, you end up getting a deal. It's just like, imagine if one of the big bullion dealers like Atkinson's or Chard's didn't up price their Britannias from last year. We'd all be buying them non-stop, kind of thing. Here's one that has the price on it. So let's get it out. So we've got, again, you can see I like it with Cabinet 2 and all this. There's different dealers. It was a massive 24 rooms. I can't imagine how many dealers were in there. Of course, I was after the coin, but there was lots of cool stuff in there. India, George VI, half rupee of 1943, so it's 50% silver. So I might not have got a below spot price or spot price deal on this one, because it isn't, well, it's probably similar to I'd imagine that's about £4 of silver, those 50%. But look at that. King George VI, King and Emperor, half rupee, India, 1943. So I think, a good deal more. And again, I will state for the first time, because there's a few foreign coins. I don't collect foreign coins. I don't also have a vast knowledge of foreign coins. I'm not like an expert at all. But I do I think I know when I see a deal, generally, or most of the time. And I think in this case, that one was a good deal. And, I've said before, I don't want to just be spouting the same advertising over and over again. But I don't collect the foreign ones, and the foreign ones will be for sale. We sell on Whatnot, so there's a link in the description. Auction platform, Whatnot. We start bring it up. You bid on it live as we go. If you don't know about that, and then also we have cabinets. Mainly the sales are cabinets. Well, not mainly, but we split between the two. We have coin selling cabinets in Salisbury, Gatehouse Antiques. Right, that's my little ramble over about where these are going to be sold, or some of them are going to be sold. Let's find. Here we go. Trying to find. Oh no! Look at this. Very professionally organised here. So the next one we can match up is a 500 silver florin from 1941 for £4. I don't know what the mm means. Is that a lot of them say that. Obviously, usually mm's millimeters, but they're not. It's not 4 millimeters or £4 millimeters. Anyway, that's probably just their code, or however they write the things down to know who sold what at the antique shop. But all I know is that I bought this for £4, and again, a cheeky under spot price deal. Who could say no? Then we have this one. Oh, this one's interesting, because does it say? Oh, yes, it is silver. Germany. That's very neat handwriting. Kudos to the Cabinet 2 owner. Germany. I can never write this small on like coin flips and coin labels, so I was just impressed. Germany, 10 marks, 1972. Olympic Games, 625 silver. Stuttgart Mint. That has £12 on it. There we go. Now I thought this was quite cool. Again, 625 silver. This is a probably 8-9 grams coin, so that's maybe £5-ish of silver. Ooh, actually, it's a bit lower than. Yeah, maybe about. I paid double silver for this, so a bit of a higher priced purchase on my part. I will obviously afterwards check out all the silver weights and values and so on. But I still, because I just bought this thinking a 1970s German silver coin medal thingy. Looks pretty cool. Why not? I think this would be a fairly priced coin at £12. What an edge inscription, and yeah, 60. And you just don't see 625 silver that much, so it's just quite a novelty. And and for that handwriting, I've got to go. Here's a good one. A classic. This one potentially even an upgrade for my collection. I've mentioned recently that I accidentally sold my one, because I sold two, but I only had one, so I had to sell my own one from my collection and replace it with not quite as good as I had before. This one, though, might be better than that one I replaced it with. I think it is. And I paid £24, which is a very good price, because these melt now these days about 16. So you're not, that's not. These do have a premium over spot price, of course, and I'm not paying too much of a premium there. So £24, a good price for this, and it is in very nice condition, very possibly, especially with this reverse. It looks lovely actually, and it is great design as well. So yeah, very nice coin, and very possibly an upgrade for me. Right, let's scooch everything down. Put that one there. Right, what next? Let's do these. This is the win. This is the win. I think it's the win. I haven't actually added up. Here we go. There they are. So, can I find... Now, these were all priced at £2 each. Here we are. Pre-1919 3p is £2 each. So this would have been 10. But I think... I only sort of realised this afterwards. Maybe it would have said, maybe not. But I think they only added £2 on when they were counting up my total. I think they only added £2 on, sort of not noticing it was £2 each. Because when I sort of had a number in my head and it was lower than that. So I will have to then separately at the end for myself add up all the price tickets and see whether I did pay £2 each or £2 for 5, which is an even better deal. And £2 each is not even a bad deal, even if I did, sort of pay if I actually paid the right price. It's not my fault. That would have been their fault, or not. Anyway, that was far too long to say what I paid for those. But yes, they're all George V, all sort of around World War One, 3p. And as you know, I have a box for these where I tip them in and slowly filling it up. Just a bit of, there we are. Just kind of a half mix between sort of stacking, if you will, for the silver and hoarding away 3p. Where did the ticket go? Here we are. Put that there. Right. When we zoom out, if I've done my job right, yes, we can see all the prices with all the coins. Okay, let's carry on. We've got these two. Netherlands Gulden, 55 and 57. Queen Juliana, I believe. Just got the rotation there wrong twice in a row. But let's find the price ticket for these. Sorry if this is, well, it is slowing down the video, so hopefully you're not too annoyed about that. Where are we? Right, okay. Oh, hello. Here we are. Dutch, 720, 1 gilt. Is that these? Yeah. £4 each. I'm pretty sure these at 720 silver, because these are the same size as a shilling. Or actually, they're larger than a shilling. This at 50% is about £3. So this at 720 silver is definitely more than £4. So I believe, again, a cheeky deal on the silver there. Right, let's do this one. What is this? Venezuela Silver Estampados. I have no clue how you say that. So we'll go with that. Is this the one? This is the one. Now, a silver coin for £3 from Venezuela. You have to go for it, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Who knows? I can then research this and find out whether it was worth it. I don't know this. Oh, look, 835 silver. So that's definitely £3 worth in that. I've seen a few of these before. Bolivar de Bureta. I don't know what date was it from. Let's say 1945. So just after or just about World War II era, actually. Nice design. Oh, look at that. Grams 5,835. So there we go. That will be 4.1-ish grams of silver. So about £4.20 spot price. Brilliant stuff. And there, Venezuela. We do not see, or at least I do not see, very many Venezuelan coins. We'll stay zoomed in. Got this one next. No, we haven't. Here we got this one next. 1944, florin, £5. You know the deal. It's a good price for the silver. It'll be chucked into my 50% silver box. There we go. Very nice stuff. And then just about, well, I'll put it there. Don't know how, that's obviously in the corner for now behind my face, but when we zoom out, we'll see it more. We then got this, and you know the drill. 500 silver, 45 half crown, £5. A very quite, £5. These were, I was buying them for £5 at spot price. I'm sure we all, depending on when we started collecting and stacking, have our memories of the lower price. When I began in this game, if you will, in the collecting and stacking world, silver price was 40-something p a gram. Less than, so these bad boys were around sort of £3-4, and they've really gone up since then, but sometimes the price tags don't. Right, there we go. This one, this is a quarter rupee India, 1942. Oh, come on, £2. I mean, £2. You can't go wrong, and it is silver as well. I'm not. Was this what was the other one? Did the other one say it's silver? 500 silver. So this is probably 500 silver. And yes, that'll probably be about £2 of silver. So around silver price for a World War II British Empire India coin. I mean, come on. Come on now. We've got this one. Ah, yes, 1880. I don't actually know if I have this date for my collection. It's definitely not a great coin. There's a chunk, there's a scratch on it, and it is definitely cleaned. You can see the scratching and the smoothing and the sort of odd look it has. So it is a bit cleaned, it is, whatever, but was £6, so slightly higher. The silver in that is not quite £2.80 or something like that, I don't know. It's about double spot price, but if it is a new date, I can put it in as like a placeholder. And yeah, it's a nice enough coin for that kind of price tag. Finally, the last one of these, 50%, 1943, £4 again. These are about £6, milk price just under £6. As of filming, of course, if the price goes, you're going to be saying you're completely wrong, you've overpaid, or if the price goes up continually after me filming, then you'll be saying, what an even better deal than you thought. That is the nature of the beast with silver. Excuse me. Right, we got South Africa, the last coin of today. Not quite, actually. Apologies. Right, South Africa, George the 5th. Yes, because it's 1936. 800 silver. So a nice high purity coin. £7. Now these are the same as the 50% one, as the British ones. And we know at 50%, these are worth £7.70 or something like that. So at 800, same specification. Oh, actually, I tell a lie. Oh, no, this is a florin. I apologise. Yes, right. As I was saying, it is now. It's the same size as the British florins. So we know at 50%, these are about £6-ish. So at 800, this will definitely be just a little over £7. So good silver value, good historic coin, quite worn, but you got a nice portrait of the king, albeit quite worn, and just again, another sort of country to show off in today's video. South Africa, South Africa. There we go. Right then, now I'll zoom out. There is the bargains. Oh, hello. There we have the bargains. And there's the final bargain, or whether it was a bargain or not, you can decide. I bought this just for a bit of fun. They had one from pretty much every date, apart from 1992 and 1993, the rare years. But these were £10, I think. It doesn't say on the... I think it was £10 or something, fairly cheap. So I thought I'd go for it. It being a proof set from the United Kingdom. And there we go. For £10 or whatever, you get all the different coins. The big 50p, the changeover year for 5p, big 10p, the ones we just, the sort of ones that haven't changed, if you will. So yes, cool set, and just I thought, why not get something a bit different than the silver while I was there. So there we go. That was my haul, my shopping spree down in Leominster, I believe it is known. So all in all, a good day's coin shopping. Hopefully you agree, hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and if you have done so, then please do subscribe, and please do leave a like. I will, if you're just here for the coins, you can go now. If you are a buyer of coins, then, of these foreign ones will be for sale. So either if you're close enough by, you can pop down to Salisbury, Gatehouse Antiques, our cabinets are there. I am there every Wednesday in person. Or there's a link in the description. We do 2 a month whatnot auctions, and these will all be for auction starting about silver price, so you could pick up, I'll pass on the bargains to you via whatnot. So there we go, there's a little ramble, there's a little self-promotion for some of the selling, and there is a lovely bundle of coins. So hopefully you've enjoyed. Round it off there, staying under 20 minutes, and yes, see you next time on Bits and Bobs. Bye for now.